Good evening. It's your girl, Amasia Star. Thank you guys so much for being here this evening. It's always a pleasure when we meet like this. I'm your girl, Amasia Star. I call you guys the All-Stars. And this is my YouTube channel. So I'm so glad you guys are here. So I want to talk about a few things. Okay, just really quick. How many of you out there keep on taking on tasks and taking on goals and taking on resolutions and dreams, but you just don't never seem to do them? And one of the major problems is you keep putting it off. You just keep putting it off. And you don't even know why. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to do it that Thursday. I'm going to do it the following Thursday. Or you'll be like, I'm going to start next month. And then next month comes and you don't do it then either. You know, you got a real good umption to do something. But for some reason, you just keep putting it off. It never happens. And that dream just gets further and further and further and further and further away. So you can barely see it. What is that? Procrastination. Procrastination. Okay? So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and just unpack some of these things that we all going through. I'm no different than you. I'll share my personal story a little bit later. For those of you that are here for the very first time, thank you so much for being here. Please, as you find this information helpful, if it doesn't feel like maybe you can apply it, please find somebody in your family, your friends, in your network. You know, perhaps it's your, it could be a colleague. It could be your coworker. You feel me? Please pass this video along to them, okay? I would so appreciate it. So appreciate it. This is for everybody, okay? Everybody does struggle with procrastination at some point in their lives. And like I said, pass it along, okay? Please. Well, you're here for the first time. We do a little bit different over here, okay? And we just have a good time, you guys. This platform is just for the sheer love of empowering other people. I've happened to learn some things along the way. I'm a sociology major. I'm an entertainer. I'm a writer. I'm an inventor. And most importantly, I think I got the philanthropy there, the spirit in me. I just want to take things that I have had in my life and share them with y'all, okay? And that's why I show up here every single day to just give you guys what I have, okay? And let's learn from each other. I always tell everybody, we run in the same race. I am your forever Olympic hopeful. We run in the same race. We just in different lanes. Okay, on your mark, get set, let's go. All right. Without further ado, procrastination. How to overcome it and boost productivity. Tips for success right here. Okay? All right. Yay. My beautiful dog. She loves me. She loves me. What do you want, Bianca? I'm over here recording. Come on, give me a minute. All right. Sit down, girl. It's okay. Sit down. All right. So like I said, putting things off. Is that you? That sound like you or sound like somebody that you know? Then this video is for you. Okay? So number one. Oh boy. Goals and dreams and tasks and resolutions die so fast with procrastination. Oh my goodness. I already know. They're dream destroyers. I've been there and that's why I'm here. Procrastination. I'm going to start training next week. I'm going to start training in February. I'm going to start training in March. Before you know it, it's a whole new season that went by. And you ain't trained not one time. I know. That's called procrastination. Okay? All right. Putting it off. And since we're talking about it, we might as well define it. All right. Listen to this. Procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. Sound familiar? Postponing something. Oof. Like I say, it's the dream destroyer. Procrastination is the dream destroyer. But lucky for both of us, I got some tips to I got some tips to help combat that, okay, to help overcome that. And like I always say, you guys, I'm on your team. I'm no different. I've definitely battled my my days of procrastination, and they almost got the best of me. Okay, but I bounced back, and I got the medal to prove it. Okay, if you gotta wear your success to remind you where you're going and where you've been, then do that. This reminds me that I defeated procrastination, and if I ever fall prey to it again, I'm just going to remember how I got over it. Today we're going to cover some things, and one of them is how to overcome procrastination. Okay? Without further ado, let's get into these tips for success. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this, but I'm going to get into it. Before I get into the Eisenhower Matrix, okay, I got to give you just a little bit of background so that when I go through these tips, you'll be like, oh, okay, so that's where I use that at, okay? All right. Sometimes we procrastinate because of fear of failure. I also am a perfectionist, you guys, so I understand. I fall prey to perfectionism all the time, and I got to remind myself, you're procrastinating because in your mind it takes such a big effort to do the things that are on your list. So sometimes that fear of failure, it comes and it destroys me. You understand what I'm saying? So perfectionism and also being overwhelmed, okay? Those right there will have you all messed up, okay? So let me go ahead and get into this just really quick. And let's talk about the Eisenhower Matrix for those of you that have never heard of it before. Sit, Bianca. Sit. Sit, beautiful. Sit. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me go ahead and just try to convey this to you guys in a very brief, as brief as I can. So basically, the Eisenhower Matrix uses the time management. It's like a time management tool, okay? It helps to prioritize all your different tasks so that you have the most important and then all the way down to those that are just like maybe not so important. Okay, so basically it was created by, inspired by United States President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He emphasized the distinction between urgent and important, okay? So sometimes we like to put them in different quadrants and different things like that, but I just wanted to give you guys the gist of it. Tomorrow I'll go more into the 4 quadrants, okay, of the Eisenhower Matrix. Tomorrow, that's tomorrow. Okay, but for right now and today, let's get into it, now that we know what that is. There's one more other technique that I'm going to be talking about that I want to just go over just really, really quick. I'm going to add that to it right now. It's called, and it's for those who've never heard of it, I'm going to go into it. It's called the pomodoro effect, the pomodoro technique, as they say, okay? Sometimes I say effect. It doesn't matter how you use it, long as you know what the gist of it is, and I'm going to go into that right now. For those that have never heard of it, I want to give you guys just a few things that you guys can keep, and you guys can keep these tips and these techniques forever. You can always use the matrix system, because a lot of times we get confused. Is it urgent? Like, is it urgent? Is it a priority? How do I prioritize my things so that when I am procrastinating, I finally get that day that I'm going to stop? You'll know what to tackle first, okay? What to tackle first and why. All right, so let's get into this really quickly. And like I said, this is the Pomodoro technique. It's basically similar. It's a time management method, and it was developed actually by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. Basically, it helps to improve the focus so that you can have more productivity, okay? Basically, you're going to break things down. So what I do is I do 25 minutes and I break for 5. 25 minutes and I break for 5. That's pretty much known as the Pomodoro technique, okay? And like I said, it breaks things down into intervals so that you can have the maximum focus. And it prevents you from quitting, you guys. And it prevents you from procrastinating. It prevents you from not getting things done. It helps a lot. Try it if you've never heard of it. 25 on, 5 minutes off. 25 work minutes, 5-minute break minutes, okay? It helps you not to get burnt out, keeps you from quitting, okay? Please use these techniques and apply them to your life. And if you don't want to use them, please find somebody that will. Find somebody that like it. It's all about success. It's all about reaching our goals. And I'm telling you, procrastination is a dream destroyer. You put it off, and you want to know why? Like I said, fear of failure, perfectionism, which is what I suffer from, You know, and when I come on here with you guys, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up. I don't need to be perfect because I'm not perfect. Sometimes you got to tell yourself that I'm not perfect. Okay? Fear of failure. I have that too. I don't want to fail at anything. So sometimes you just talk yourself right on out of even trying. You just don't even give it a chance because you don't want to fail. So you just say, I'm not going to do it at all. No, that's a broken mindset. That's a broken mindset. And that's one of the reasons why people procrastinate. Fear of failure, perfectionism, and being overwhelmed. We all can get overwhelmed, you guys. All of us. That's why we're exchanging these tips. Okay? Yes? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good? All right? Yeah? Okay? All right, let's get it. I want you guys to start focusing on progress. And I've said this before in another video. If you guys are here for the first time, I have other videos out there, other videos out there, you guys. And this is a 30-day series that I chose to take on this task. It's all about procrastination. It's all about why do we put off things? Why do we quit things? So it's a spin-off from the New Year's resolution, which 80% of people quit their resolutions by the second Friday of January. And it's known as Quitter's Day. And I've taken on the task to try to empower people so that if they've quit their New Year's resolution, they can get back on it. Let's run together, okay? 30 days I'm dedicating to you guys and Quitter's Day and not quitting our task and reaching our goals and our dreams and whatever task you have out there, okay? Let's keep going. I want to give you guys a quote. I try to do it every video, and this is no different. I've given you guys some of my best. Now let's get into a quote that's going to help empower us just a little bit, okay? I love me some Langston Hughes. Shout out if you love Langston Hughes. And he says, and it reads, hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. It speaks a little bit about procrastination. If you can hear it, it's in there. Don't delay. Hold fast, to dreams. I mean, seize the moment. You got a dream in mind. You got a goal in mind. You have a task that you need to do. Hold fast. And you can put any word right there instead of dreams. Hold fast to your resolution. Hold fast to your goals. Okay? Hold fast. For if your procrastination dies, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Like I said, you can put anything right there in place of dreams. Langston Hughes, thank you so much for this. May you always rest easy. You can see what I'm saying? All right? Like, let's not give up. Let's keep going. Life is a race. Get in there. Get in the blocks. On your mark. Set, go. Let's go. All right. I'm going to run through some of these tips for success, okay? Have clear goals and actionable steps, you guys. Use the SMART goal method. I do. Be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant.